So on the way home, I'm paranoid as shit sitting beside my daddy while he driving us home. I just know this man know that I done smoke. I just know, like, I know that he knows I done smoke, and I'm paranoid as shit. Listen here with your little young ass, you little fast ass. You want to go smoke some weed, so you watching my goddamn video to try to figure out how it's gonna be. If you don't want to do that shit, don't do it. If it ain't all the way in your heart, like, hey, I want to try this out, or inquisitive minds would like to know, bitch, nigga, don't go smoke that goddamn shit.
I know a sexy motherfucker like myself might offend some. I do what the fuck I want, when the fuck I want. Bitch, you better learn who run it, cause all this money gotta come through me. Ayy, I keep it.
So on the way home, I'm paranoid as shit sitting beside my daddy while he driving us home. I just know this man know that I done smoke. I just know, like, I know that he knows I done smoke, and I'm paranoid as shit. Like, I'm getting hot as shit. I'm nervous as shit. I'm goddamn shaking out this bitch. Like, I was nervous as fuck. So I get y'all to talk right here. So what's up, y'all? It's your girl tluxxdosage, aka T the Trapper, aka the entrepreneur, and I am back with another video. If you are new here, hey, welcome. If you're not new here, hey, welcome back. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to become part of the TD Navy. No, to become part of the Trap Navy, because we live around here when we do what we do, how we do what we do, and that's just that on that, honey, period. Okay. So today I have for you a story time about my first time getting high. It's real quick, short, for giggles and everything. So me and 4 of my friends, all of us were in cosmetology school together. So at my high school, once you became a junior at my high school, you were able to attend cosmetology school at the local community college. And so basically we were in high school, but we were still in cosmetology school. So our first half of the day we'd be at our school, at our high school, and then our second half of the day we go to our cosmetology school. So basically, let me start smiling. I don't know why I'm smiling. I just feel awkward about recording in my car, because my apartment complex is like, at my old house with my grandma, like, I could sit in the car and record, and then I was in the country, nobody, like, I didn't worry about nobody seeing me, and now I'm just like sitting in my car, and I feel like people can see me, but I do got tint, so let me just calm down. It's just my anxiety. Okay, so basically, at the end of the day, we'd be in high school from 7:45 to like 11 something. Then we'd go to lunch at our school, or we'd get lunch from downtown somewhere, and then we go to cosmetology school from like 12 something to like 3 something. So basically, 2 of my friends already drove. No, 3 of my friends already drove. I didn't. So every day I rode with my main friend. So it's my best friend. I could say her name, but being as though I'm giving everybody else nicknames, I'll just give her a nickname too. But it's only 2 out of the 4 girls I'm still cool with to this day. No beef, no nothing. It's just, it is what it is. But so we're gonna say Samantha. Hold on, do I want to say Samantha? Samantha is my best friend, and then there's Lily, Ashley, and Samantha, Lily, Ashley, and Jamie. Samantha, Lily, Ashley, and Jamie. So me and Samantha are best friends. Every day me and Samantha rode to cosmetology school together. Lily and Ashley rode in their cars together. I mean, not together, rode in their cars separately, and then Jamie would ride with one of them as well. And so this was junior year. So it was a trip coming up in cosmetology school for us to go to Cosmo. I think that's what we went to. But it was this big ass like cosmetology, like beauty world event going on in Charlotte. And so I think it was free, or maybe we paid a little bit to go, but it was a cosmetology trip. And so it was coming up. But Samantha's mother also worked at the school. So Samantha's mother knew all of us. Okay, so that's important. And then on top of that, I had already stayed the night at Samantha's house before. I think I was the only one who'd been to Samantha's house before and stayed the night with her before and everything. So like I said, me and Samantha were the best friends out of all of us. And so Samantha stayed in a different city from all of us, but she was able to still go to our high school because her mother worked at our high school. So basically, Samantha since the other city that she stayed in, our community college that we went to for our cosmetology school also had another headquarters in Samantha City, which the headquarters in Samantha City was the main headquarters for all of the community colleges, like in that branch and stuff. So basically that's where we were meeting at. That's where we had to meet at in order to attend the field trip. So Samantha came up with the fond idea for us to all stay the night at her house, leave that morning, go meet at the main campus, which is only a few minutes from her house, and do like that. So that's what we did. So keep in mind, I've never smoked before. I'm Jamaican. I grew up in a house full of smokers. Like, I got family members who smoke. I have nothing against smoking, but I've never smoked a day of my life before. Secondhand, yeah, like puff, nah, never. So but Jamie, Ashley, and Samantha and Lily, they had all smoked before. Like, they was smokers. Like, they was puffing. Like, they was Bob Marley out this bitch. Meanwhile, I'm the Jamaican. I'm supposed to be Bob Marley out this bitch, but I don't smoke. Like, I never felt the need to. I never cared to. Like, I didn't. Like, and it ain't like I was out there like that and had plenty of friends where I'd be with them and like decide I want to smoke or like smoking. Like, I just didn't. So being as though I was the only one out the group who hadn't smoked yet and all that, they kept saying, they was like, we gonna get Tiandra high. Like, we gonna get her blow. Like, we gonna get her high. And I kept playing. I was like, no, y'all not. No, y'all not. Y'all not gonna get me high. Like, bitch, y'all is not finna get me to smoke. I'm not finna smoke. What y'all talking about? And so they basically was like, yes, we are. Y'all just finna be high as fuck. She finna be smoking just like us. And I'm like, no, I'm not. No, I'm not. Okay, let me cut it. So basically, they had copped. Actually, yeah, I think they had already copped. So when we all met up at Samantha's house, like, I don't think we wasted no time. We had to, her mama had us going to get the ice. So she had us running small errands. Like, she cooked for us and everything. When I tell y'all, that food was so fucking good. Mind y'all, I don't eat pork, and so I've never had dirty rice before. But she made dirty rice, and maybe it was beef sausage or hamburger that she put in that dirty rice, but it was so good. And it's like, I've never been anywhere and ordered dirty rice, nor have my family ever cooked dirty rice before for it to be that good. But when I tell y'all, that shit was bust, and to this day I don't think I've had any since, and I want some because that shit was so good. But her mama had cooked for us like this big ass meal, so we was grubbing. Like, she had us running errands. I think she had us go get like something from Dollar Tree or something like that. So like, we all found a reason to do that shit. And we got in Samantha's stepdad's big ass truck. I think it was the Expedition. I don't know what it was, but it was a big ass truck. So we was in there, and they trying to find out where we gonna smoke it. I'm in the back. I ain't got nothing to say. I think I was nervous, or maybe I wasn't nervous. Maybe I was just happy. I was like with my friends and all that. Like, we finna be together. We never really been together outside of, well, we have been together outside of school, pertaining to like leaving and going to cosmetology school, but we've never like all hung out somewhere or anything. So I'm just in the back. I just know they decided that we was gonna smoke at the church beside Samantha's house. Yes, I know that's bad. Lord, I'm sorry. Please forgive me. But I think that's what we did. I know that was one of the thoughts, but I think that's what we did. Like, literally, okay, it was kind of directly beside Samantha's house, but it was a little space between it, and it was trees separating it. So it ain't like the parents could walk outside and see us, which her stepdad already knew that she smoked. Like, I think he was the one who caught with her or whatever, so it was fine. And we were smoking on like two different things. One person had copped and another person had copped. But basically, we went next door to the church in the yard, and we was in the truck, and like they smoked, like they rolled the blunt, and then they passed me the blunt, and they was all just watching me while I smoked, like while I did it. And like, I did it well. Like, I didn't cough or anything. I didn't like freak out or anything. It was just chill. I did, like, my lips, like, I don't really got no top lip, so anytime like I smoked, it was like I left a little saliva on the blunt, like without even trying. Like, it ain't like I put my whole goddamn mouth on it, so like they had to burn the blunt and stuff like that. But it was nothing. Like, I didn't feel any difference. I didn't feel like I liked it. Like, I didn't feel anything at all. Like, I felt the same. Mind you, I was on my monthly. Like, it was that time of the month. Shit, it's the time of the month right now, but I was on my time of the month then. So I feel like that played a part in why my body, like, I didn't know exactly how my body was reacting to it or anything. I feel like that played a part in it because I want my full self. Like, I was in pain, I was hurting, I was on ibuprofens and shit. So basically, I smoked it. I mean, not smoked it. Like, we was hotboxing there smoking, and I felt the same. Now, of course, I know I was high, and I'll tell y'all why I know I was high. Excuse me. Once I get to that part, but I know I was high. I just didn't feel like any different. Like, it won't know. Like, I didn't feel no magical feeling come over me. Like, oh, I need to be like this all the time. Like, I'm finna be smoking out this bit like every day. Like, no, I didn't feel none of that. I just know I was high, and that was it. So basically, we done smoked at the church. I think I was so paranoid. I was like, y'all, we shouldn't be doing this. I feel bad. Let's smoke somewhere else. So I think we ended up just driving up and down the road smoking. And then we let the windows down, sprayed perfume. We done went and got the ice and the other stuff that the mama said for us to get. And then we come back to the house and we paranoid as shit. So we all walking in the house, giggling and shit. The mama done cooked. We threw down. Like, we threw down on that food. And so then we go inside Samantha's room, and Samantha is I just know they got this video of me. If I can find it or get access to it, I'm gonna put it up here. I really don't feel like asking her for it, but I'm gonna get it. Like, my hair was fucked up in the video and everything. Like, this was 4 years ago, but I just know I kept laughing. Like, I don't know why I was laughing. I just kept laughing. And so Samantha was weak at me. Oh, I actually was laughing all over Lily. Like, Lily was sitting beside me, and I was just bawling and laughing for no reason. And so Samantha recorded me, and she was like, this bitch high as fuck. And I'm sitting there, this is Lily, and this is me, laughing, falling all over her. And so she recorded me, and she put that on Snapchat. And so people was like, dang, she high. Dang, she high. Okay, so that was it. Boom, bam, done. I didn't know she had put it on Snapchat. I probably would have told her not to if I had known or something, or maybe I did know and it didn't register. I don't know. But basically, fast forward, that was it. We went on our trip the next day, and then the day we came back from the trip the next day, we sat in the car and they smoked again. And I didn't really want to, because I'm like, that shit pointless. Like, I didn't feel anything. Like, of course I was high, but I didn't feel any difference. Like, it felt pointless to me. So of course I was high, but I didn't see no point in it. And then on top of that, like, my dad was on his way to come get me. Like, all of our parents was coming to get us. So basically, I just sat my ass and we was all in the car on the side of the store, and I just sat my ass right there while they smoked, and that was it. My dad came, I got in the car with him. So now for the car ride home, like I said, Samantha stays in the next city from me, like, so it's a like 20, 25, 30-minute drive. So I start, my daddy talking, he like, how the trip? I'm like, it's good. Did you enjoy it? Yeah. And then the music playing and all that, and so my mind just thinking, and I'm nervous as shit and hot as shit, sweating and shit. I'm like, Daddy. He's like, yeah. I'm like, what was your first time smoking? Now, don't quote me, but he told me he practically started smoking when he was like, his first time smoking, he was like 8 or 10 years old. Mind you, he's Jamaican, so they be puff passing for real, okay? They the real smokers. I think he told me he was like 8 or 10 when he first smoked, and that's how long he had been smoking. Mind you, like I said, I grew up in a house full of smokers. Like, they smoke. Like, I didn't feel like they would react a certain type of way to me smoking, because it's like, at the end of the day, like, you smoke right in front of me. So it's not something that I was fiending to do. It ain't like I was peer pressured into doing it. Like, I wanted to try it ultimately. Yeah, my friends was like, we gonna get you high and blah, blah, blah. But I am the type of person, I don't give a fuck about no peer pressure. I don't give a fuck about if everybody is doing it. Like, if I want to smoke, I'm gonna smoke. If I don't want to smoke, I don't want to smoke. And you can sit right in front of me and smoke your blunt, and I won't hit it. Like, I don't give a fuck. Like, if I don't want to do it, I don't want to do it. And I'm not gonna do it, and I don't have to do it. And so nobody has ever been able to peer pressure me into doing anything. Like, I make my own decisions ultimately. But I didn't, in no way did I feel like my parents was like gonna attack me or like do whatever to me or be upset with me for doing it or anything. So and even if they did, like you can't say anything, because at the end of the day, you do it in front of me. So if you feel like it's such a bad thing, lead by fucking example. Don't fucking smoke in front of me then if you don't want me to do it. You get what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, like I said, I didn't want to do it, so it ain't like I was going to. But everybody in life has tried something. Like, is gonna try something. Like, even if people ain't, I ain't gonna say everybody in life is gonna smoke crack, because bitch, I ain't smoking no goddamn crack. But everybody in life done pretty much tried weed before, done smoked weed before, or something like that. That's something in life you're bound to do. Like, take a shot of liquor, taste some liquor, you're bound to do. Get into a fight, you're bound to do. Lord, I don't want to get in no fights. I don't need to be fighting nobody. I got too much going for myself. Don't fight me, bitch. I press charges. I'm just playing, but let me stop. God damn, he fine. This nigga just came from the side. Damn, do he stay in the apartment across from me? Hold on, y'all. He probably looking in this car like, bitch, because I know they see me. I know he saw me talking, and he like, God, he the one try that Honda. I can't wait to tell my sister when she get here. He the one try that nice ass Honda with the Kappa sign in the back. Boy, let me find out, because you can be my mans and I can go to your house across your apartment across the way, and you can go to mine across the way. Like, stop playing with me. And we black on black. I got the black. I ain't gonna tell you what kind of car I got, even though if you watch my car tour video, you know what kind of car I got. But from this point on, I ain't disclosing what kind of car I got. But I got the black car. You got the black Honda. Like, boy, you can be my mans. But let me stop playing. I make my own decisions. And yeah, I decide if I want to do it or don't do something. So I'm sitting next to my dad, and I was like, well, he's like, well, what? I'm like, I smoked. Like, bitch, I was so goddamn paranoid. Like, I knew I won't go get in trouble or anything, but I was so goddamn paranoid. I just was like, if they find out, they gonna find out from me, goddamn it. So I told him, I was like, well, I just smoked. And he was like, you did? I was like, yeah. He was like, did you like it? I was like, no, not really. I was like, I didn't feel anything. I know it was some gas. Like, I know it was some legit stuff. Like I said, I know all about weed. I just didn't smoke it. Like, I wasn't naive to the shit. But I was like, it was some gas, but I just think, me personally, like, my body, like, it didn't do nothing, and I have no desire to do it ever again. And I was dead ass. And so he was like, really? And so then he just basically he didn't say anything like rude to me or anything. He just gave me this lecture about smoking weed and being wise about who I'm smoking with, and understanding that people lace blunts and do all types of stuff to weed. So be mindful of who's copping it, who they're copping it from. Look at them while they roll the blunt, because people could lace shit and put all types of shit inside of it and all that. He was just giving me those types of good lectures, which is very smart. So if you're watching this, if you've never smoked before, please take heed to all of that, because that is facts. If you ain't watched them roll that blunt, don't smoke it. If that shit look like he got some abnormal shit inside of it, don't smoke it. I'm talking about the bag. Like, if you cop the bag and you can look at the weed before it's rolled and that shit don't look right, don't smoke it. Like, dead ass. Like, don't do that to yourself. Word is bond. Don't do that shit. I was being a stalker, y'all, to my future mans. And he basically was saying, like, I ain't smoke no gas. And I was in there like, that shit was loud as the fuck. Like, loud as the fuck. Like, everybody else was gone. I just want the one that was gone. And I know I want the one that was gone because my body won't its normal self, because I was on my period. And I just feel like my body's weird. Like, my body's weird. And I didn't like it. So from that point on, from that time I smoked, I had never smoked again, like, ever. And my reasoning for that was, I just explained reason number one to y'all. But my second reason for that was, I felt like since I had smoked the first time and I didn't like it, you know how they be like second, third, fourth, fifth time's the charm. I didn't want that second, third, fourth, and fifth time to be the charm, because I've seen people selling weed before. I've seen the people buying weed before. And people literally will nickel and dime a motherfucker to death for some goddamn weed. Like, people put weed before their priorities. Like, they'll spend their money on some goddamn blunt weed before they pay their goddamn rent, or knowing they need gas money. And like, you smoking a blunt right now, but you finna ask me for $10 to put gas in your car, or because you ain't got nothing to eat and blah blah blah, but all I need is $10. Like, I did not want to be that type of person, which I know I'm never gonna be that type of person. Amen to that. But weed is like an investment. Like, even if you responsible with it and all your shit is handled before you smoking weed, like, I just didn't feel like I needed to put something that was gonna cost me so much or have that type of like effect on my money, even if I ain't smoking it heavily, like just smoking it little. Like, I didn't want to have to add another bill, even though I didn't have bills then, but I didn't want to add something into my life that like I had to spend so much to do. Like, weed costs, blunts costs, lighters costs. Like, goddamn, people be fiending for they goddamn weed too sometimes. Like, they got the weed, they got the blunt, they got it rolled, but can't find a goddamn lighter. Like, I don't want that to be me. So I didn't want to smoke weed again and realize that I like that shit, and then goddamn, I'm a smokeaholic. So that was my reasoning. So fast forward, like I said, that was junior year of high school. So that was 2016. So it's 2019, right? Well, of course right now it's 2020, but 2019. September 2019, my best friend came to stay with me in college. It's my sophomore year of college. So my best friend came to stay with me in my dorm, and then, which is Samantha, the same person, Samantha, and Lily was gonna link up with us. So me, Samantha, and Lily, Samantha was copping from her cousin, whose name is to not be spoken of because fuck that nigga, but she copped from her cousin and he be having that gas. So me, Samantha, and Lily was in the car. Samantha copped from her cousin and they rolled the blunt, and we went to Lily's sister's boyfriend's house to smoke it. So number one, I'm already paranoid. Well, I wasn't gonna be smoking, like they was smoking, but I was already paranoid because I'm like, we really finding somewhere to go sit and smoke and all that, like in somebody else's yard? And even though they gave us permission, it's like I'm still scared. So we done did that. Well, they was doing that, like they was smoking. So they sitting there smoking in the car and stuff, and I'm like, you know what, y'all, I think I want to hit the blunt. Now these goddamn crackheads, they like, hell yeah, you can hit the blunt. Hell, take this shit, take this shit. So they practically shoved it to me, goddamn. So I took it. Y'all, I was high as fuck. Like, if I find, well, I know I can find a video, but if I put the video in here, I can show y'all how high I was. Like, I was gone. I was gone. But like I said, like, I know I was high, and of course I know I was high as fuck, like blowed as fuck, but that shit ain't nothing to me. Like, of course I know I'm high, but I do not be like, I gotta feel like this again. So I was high as fuck, but it was nothing to me. So I did that in September with Samantha and Lily, and ever since then, like I said, I don't like smoking. It's not something I do. Like, I've never spent any of my money on weed, like never. So that lets y'all know something. But whenever I'm with my friends and stuff, sometimes if they smoking, no, it's not peer pressure, but if they smoking and I feel like it, I'd be like, okay, let me hit it. But outside of that, like, I don't smoke. Like, I've never rolled up no blunt or caught some weed and did that shit by myself. Like, it's always been with my friends. And yeah, so that's my story time on my first time smoking. And really, like, considering I don't like it and everything, and I don't feel any difference in it, even though I know I'm high, it's like, okay, well, what's your point of still doing it? Like, I don't know why. Like, really, like, when I tell y'all it's occasional as fuck that I smoke now, like, it's, if I smoke, it's probably like once every 3 months because I'm with my friends and they doing it. Like, I've been around them plenty of times and they did it and I didn't do it. Like, literally, my friend, she was gonna walk around campus and smoke her blunt, really quick. And I'm like, bitch, you was not finna walk around this campus by yourself and smoke no blunt. Like, regardless of if you get in trouble with the campus police or if somebody snatch your ass up, you do not need to be doing that shit by yourself. I literally walked with her around campus while she smoked her blunt, and we walked back. And this was my roommate at the time too. This was freshman year. So like, I've sat in the car with my friends, at the house with my friends, in the goddamn, walked around campus with my friends. They smoked and I didn't hit that shit not once. And so literally, it's just the if I feel like doing it in that moment thing, then I'm like, okay, I'm gonna do it. And so that's what it was. Like, ever since September, whenever I did it with Samantha and Lily again, and I've done it occasionally since then, like once every 3 months or something. If I could count and say how many times like I done hit the blunt, it's no more than 15 times, which is not a lot at all, considering people smoke like every day. And like, I've never faced a blunt by myself. I've never done like more than 3 or 6 puffs. Like, I've never faced a blunt. Like, I don't even know how to roll them shits. Like, I know nothing like at all. I've never even bought a blunt or like the wraps. I've never bought a Rello papers. I've never bought or caught weed. So yeah, that's my story time on my first time smoking. If you do not want to listen here with your little young ass, your little fast ass, you want to go smoke some weed, so you watching my goddamn video to try to figure out how it's gonna be. If you don't want to do that shit, don't do it. If it ain't all the way in your heart, like, hey, I want to try this out, or inquisitive minds would like to know, bitch, nigga, don't go smoke that goddamn shit. Don't go smoke it. If you not absolutely, like, if you didn't make that shit up in your brain that you're gonna do it, don't do it. Don't let the acts of peer pressure allow you to grow up too goddamn fast. Because yet it's still, I was too goddamn young to even, whenever I tried it, I was 16. No, I was 15 whenever I first smoked. That's too goddamn young to be smoking, because at 15 I didn't even have a job. Of course I wanted a job, but I could not find one. No one wanted to hire me. But I didn't even have a job at 15, and I had tried smoking that one time. Now who's to say if I like that shit? Now I'm goddamn, I want to smoke every day. I can't do that because I'm broke and ain't got no money and I ain't got no job. Like, if you don't got your priorities straight in order for you to in order for whatever the result of it may be, for you to be able to adapt to it, don't do that shit. If you don't got no job to afford that new habit, once it start, don't smoke. If you out here having sex and you don't got no money to take care of no child or to buy no condoms, if you ain't responsible enough to know that safe sex is the best sex, or really abstinence is the best sex, don't be fucking. And it's just straight like that. Like, straight like that. Straight and simple. Like, it's that easy. If you do not have the money, the responsibility, the everything to take care of whatever the results of your actions may be, don't do it. And this is the real, like, I'm the type of person, like, I'm very much an overthinker, and I overthink everything, and my mind goes a mile a minute, and I like to be prepared. I'm the just in case type of person. But I want to keep it real with y'all on my platform. I want y'all to always know that y'all can get the real from me, like, no cap, no nothing, like, real raw advice. And this is my advice to y'all. Don't do something if you absolutely don't want to do it. Like, same thing for sex. If you're not absolutely ready to lose your virginity, do not lose your virginity. Do not allow someone to peer pressure you into losing your virginity. Like, I want y'all, some of us have made certain mistakes that we can't ever take back. And so, but what we can do is plant the seed in someone else for them to do better than us. And I want y'all to be better than me in every aspect. Like, look at what I'm doing, the platform that I have, look at the platform that everyone else have, and learn from their mistakes that we're putting it out there for you to know. I should not have smoked that I should not have hit that blunt at 15 years old, because had the results of that been, hey, I want to be a smoker, I would not have been able to have afforded that lifestyle. And it's that simple. But like I said, it was something that I decided I wanted to do, and it was 100% my decision, not anyone else's. And the same thing goes for everything else in my life. If I do not want to do it, I do not do it. If I don't want to have sex, I don't have sex. If I don't want to go somewhere, I do not go somewhere. I am 20 years old. It is goddamn 2020, and I have never been to a fucking party. You know why? Because I don't want to go to a party. That says something right there. Like I said, I'm in my own lane. I have my own brain, so I don't want anyone to come for me or anything and say, oh, you did this, you did that, or you were peer pressured. It doesn't matter how you put it, how you say it. Like, no, sis, because I was in the goddamn 6th grade and my classmates were already smoking. My classmates were already fucking. I was in the 6th grade. I kid you not. 6th grade, I was like 11 years old. You think that if I really wanted to smoke or fuck or drink, that I would have been did that shit? No, it took me 10th grade before I hit my first blunt. And I didn't lose my virginity until 18 years old, whenever I was in college. So if you're not ready for sex, if you don't want to have sex, don't open your legs. It's not that hard. It's not hard at all. Like, you don't gotta pop it for everybody, baby. Just because they want it don't mean you gotta give it to them. Self-love is the best love. Don't go out here looking for love in these niggas because they ain't got it to give. And I ain't saying that like every nigga don't got it to give. Some got it to give, but you just gotta find them and point them out. Not everybody needs your love, baby. If they don't want it, and if they ain't giving their love back, and if they don't want yours as well, you don't gotta force it upon them. Believe me, it's somebody out here who will accept it and who will give you that back times 10. And like I said, this is the real, this is the raw. You do not need a nigga for shit. And make your own decisions. Don't allow no nigga to take care of you. Bitch, get out here and get your own bread. Stack your shit and live your best life. I'm 20 years old. And for so long, people were ahead of me in life. And no, I was not jealous of them. I was proud of them. I was happy for them. But look at me. Some of my peers, they've had their cars since they was 14, 15 years old. I'm 20 years old. I just purchased my first car. I make the payments on this motherfucker. Talk to me nice. Ain't nobody pay for this for me. Ain't nobody making these payments for me. Ain't nobody make that down payment for me. I did. I took my own money and I made this down payment for me. I pay these bills. No one else. I just got my first apartment. People don't even notice yet, except for my close friends and family. Or if maybe you done caught a little something I said in a snap or something, you might be, inquiring minds might be like, did she got her own apartment? Did she move or something? I just got my first apartment. I'm 20 years old. I got my own apartment. I got my own car, and I pay for this shit myself. Ain't no nigga, if I got it up for me, if it's in me, if it's up to me, I will pay my own shit. And I don't want your little money, nigga. You can give it to me if you want to, but bitch, I'll be damned if I ask you. You better be just giving that shit as a handout, motherfucker. I ain't asking no nigga for no goddamn money unless he practically my husband out this bitch. And I mean that shit wholeheartedly. Yeah, I might rap the city girls and all that. He gonna pay for this and da-da-da-da. But, nigga, I buy it for myself before I ask you to buy it for me. Because what you ain't finna do, you ain't finna hold me. Like, I don't like giving a motherfucker the ability to be able to say that if it wasn't for them, I wouldn't have this, I wouldn't have that. So that's why I go out and I get it on my own. And I want you to do the same. Because that tug of war shit, that holding shit over a motherfucker's head to try to make them do what you want them to do, well, for them to try to make you do what they want you to do, so they gonna hold shit over your head, nah, that don't fly with me. So I'm gonna go get that shit myself. Fuck you trying to help me. I don't want your help, bitch. It may take me longer, but goddamn, I'm here. Like I said, my friends, they've been driving since then. I'm 20 years old. I wanted to drive then, but I didn't have the means to. I was too scared to. I ain't have the money to. 20 years old, I purchased my first car April 30th. I turned around and moved into my first apartment July 11th. And both of them were sporadic. They weren't planned. I didn't wake up that morning and know that when I went car shopping, I was coming back with a car that same day. I didn't know the week before I moved into my apartment that was my last week staying at my grandma's house. It all just happened at random. And that's why it's okay for things to not happen on your time. It's okay for things to happen and throw you curveballs. Don't let that shit shake you. Don't let fear take a hold of you either. Because had I known and prepped for this stuff, I probably still wouldn't be here, because I let my thoughts take ahead of me sometimes and overthink shit and be scared or fearful. How am I gonna do this? How am I gonna do that? How am I gonna pay this? Well, sometimes it takes you jumping out there with the sharks for you to know how you gonna handle that shit. I know I'm out here in the big girl world now, and I got my own shit now, and I know that I don't want to be out on my ass. I know that I don't want to not be able to pay my bills. So guess what? I'm gonna make sure every month I got this damn money to pay my bills. I'll be damned. I know that when I'm ready to bring a child into this world, whenever the day I find out I'm pregnant, regardless of if I was trying to get pregnant or not, the day I find out I'm pregnant, I know I don't want to take away an innocent child's life. So guess what? The day I find out I'm pregnant, that's the day I take up for my responsibilities. And that's the day I start prepping for to bring a child into this world. Because I will not bring a child into this world and not be able to give them the life that I feel that they deserve, a better life than I lived. Sometimes it takes you jumping out there with the sharks for you to get your shit together. Don't live on fear. Don't live on waiting. Sometimes you got to take that leap of faith and know that God has your best interests at heart. Fuck anybody else. God is on your side. But you got to put yourself out there to receive these blessings. And it's that simple. I hope I touched some souls today. If I touched your soul, if you watched this whole video, you know what? If you watch this whole video, comment your Instagram down below, and y'all gonna be entered into a giveaway. And I ain't even gonna put giveaway in the title. This is a secret giveaway. So if you watched this whole video and you felt what I said, baby, comment your Instagram down below. Tell me about yourself. Just tell me about yourself. I'm in college, by the way. In case y'all didn't know, I'm in college. I'm starting my journey at Winston-Salem State University as a transfer student, and I'm very nervous, but I'm very excited too. So yeah, but if you made it to the end of this video, I got a surprise for you. Comment your Instagram name down below and tell me something about yourself. Are you in school? Do you have a job? Do you have a car? Do you have a boyfriend? Do you have a girlfriend? What's your favorite color? What do you like to do? Just tell me something, and you're automatically entered into this giveaway to win either a free pair of lashes, a free pair of shades, a free intro, outro. Like, I don't know what I want to give away exactly yet, but it's something along those lines. Something from TLUXXdosage and Company, which is my business where I sell lashes, AirPod cases. This one's unreleased, but this is one of my AirPod cases. This is a pair of my lashes. This is the style Tabitha. Anything else up here I sell? No. I have tons of lash styles, 3D mink styles. This is a 3D mink style on the natural side. I have 25mm lash styles. I sell shades. I don't think I have these listed on my site yet, but this is one of my simpler shades. I don't think they're listed on my site yet, but they're a little dirty, so excuse that, y'all. But yeah, it's bad bitch loading. But do what I said. Comment down below your Instagram and something about yourself, and you're entered into my giveaway. Okay, period. I love y'all. TRAPnavy, we lit. I hope y'all show this video some love, because this is very, like, I've been feeling to do a YouTube video, and I've been feeling down because of my period. Like, you know how your period be having you all over the place and stuff. And I've been lonely because I just moved into this apartment and I don't got nobody with me, no pet, no nothing. And so I'm getting used to being by myself 24/7, which I'm used to being by myself 24/7, but not around the clock like this. Like, not. Well, it ain't even a matter of me being by myself. It's the matter of, like, I'm up here by myself. Like, nobody's with me. Like, if I wanted to do something, like, I can't because I don't have anybody to do it with. But I'm getting used to all that. So I've been thinking to do a YouTube video, but I haven't because I haven't felt like getting up, doing my hair, or doing my makeup, going places or anything. But all of that's gonna change now, so show this video some love because your girl finally felt like doing her makeup and doing her hair and getting dressed and going places. So don't let this video flop, period.
I know a sexy motherfucker like myself might offend some. I do what the fuck I want, when the fuck I want. Bitch, you better learn who run it, cause all this money gotta come through me. Ayy, I keep it real.